Hello everyone, the objective of this video is to critically review the environmental impact procedures for Western Australia in relation to best practice approaches for the quality of lakes. First, I'd like to give a brief introduction of the context. Then we will move on to talk about best practice terrestrial water and conduct a critical analysis with the Western Australia EIA procedures. Terrestrial water quality is reducing due to diffuse source impacts. As a legacy of past land use decision-making and ongoing land uses practice, there are a number of areas in Western Australia where water quality of lakes has been significantly impacted by diffuse source pollutants. EIA in WA has been continuously developing, and the process has always been open to public scrutiny and participation. In the time since the set of administrative procedures were produced, EIA decision-making processes have also become more transparent.
The first best practice approach of our topic is participation, coordination between state intervention and public participation, and empowering the public to participate in water quality governance and protection are necessary factors for good environmental assessment of water quality. The best practice approach of participation is used in Chaohu Lake in China and Wula Lake in India. However, the development of public participation provisions of terrestrial water quality management is slow in China and India due to some vague provisions in EIA legislation.
Development of the proposed environmental protection of surface water policy involved community consultation to set the environmental values and objectives of parks, lakes, and rivers, and this process included key stakeholders and public participation. According to 1986 Act, the EPA's decision on whether to assess a proposal of water quality management includes relevant public comment on the referral. If the proposal is going to be assessed, it may request any person, including the proponent, government agencies, and decision-making authorities, to provide it with information about the proposal. The Australian National Water Quality Management Strategy aims to achieve the sustainable use of Australia's terrestrial water resources by protecting and enhancing its quality while maintaining economic and social development. In this process, stakeholders are responsible for data collection and implementation of the decision frameworks where depend on the issue, and the jurisdiction's legislative and regulatory tools, and should therefore be decided on the case-by-case basis. The guidance for the assessment of environmental factors document claims that due to the lack of reporting and auditing of results and poor communication and consultation among stakeholders because of lack of source, which lead to uncertainty in land water quality impact assessment.
The second best practice approach of our topic is transparency. Transparency in decision-making involving the establishment of explicit goals and objectives combined with open and facilitative procedure. Coupled with transparency, the step in decision-making process of terrestrial water quality have direct influence on effectiveness of EIA process. For example, the best practice approach of transparency is used in Lake Victoria, which enable the public more information and contributes the water resource management.
A prime example of transparency in the decision-making process for terrestrial water quality of lakes in Western Australia is the proposal for the Stirling Heavy Reservoir Reconstruction Project. The key environmental issue associated with this redevelopment is the release of harmful pollutants, which significantly impact the water quality of the reservoir. To help mitigate this issue, the Environment Protection Authority has remained completely transparent in the decision-making process of environmental impact assessment, which has enabled the government to manage this proposal under public supervision. Environmental values development on inland water environmental quality and their significance, which is defined under the Environmental Protection Act 1986. It also stresses the importance of opening to the public. Public supervision makes effective use of judicial and administrative procedures to enable all stakeholders to effectively exercise their rights and obligations of protecting the quality of lakes, and partly to reduce the incentives for collusive behavior by managers responsible for overseeing lake water quality, then can realize environmental values.
The international best practice methods of lake water quality and Western Australia's best practice methods of it mostly adopt transparency and participation, and the evaluation process is similar. Due to the participation of the local community, scientific understanding of lake water quality was advanced in West Australia. The effective participation of local people in the policy decisions that most closely affect them, including the management of their natural environment, is one of the key factors identified for increasing the probability of sustainable economic development. The greatest advantage of Western Australia practice of transparency is to mobilize people's enthusiasm for participation, but using transparency may also mean that decision-making will be excessively interfered by the public, and this does not maintain the ability to adopt a feasible and discretionary approach to EIA evaluation and decision-making. That's all. Thank you.